What's up? Today's test drive is a 1967 Chevy Camaro. This came back Chevrolet 350 under the hood. Checking everything out. We do got power brakes, AC, a little bit of an exhaust leak on the driver's side, aluminum radiator, electric fan just in case. The aftermarket set of Weld wheels, white interior. This one's got the 5-speed transmission. So all sounds good. Should run and drive good. By the end of the video, you'll know everything about this ride. Hey, if you don't mind, please hit subscribe, share, and hit that like button. It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Okay, checking out the interior. Place your bets. Do you think the horn works? Got one aftermarket gauge here. Show you the mileage, showing 23,996 on the dash there. A few aftermarket gauges. Inside is not bad looking. Go ahead and start this one up. A squeaky belt. Tack on here does work. Engine temperature is coming up on the dash. It's right at 160. We probably need to stop and get some gas. It's like we're charging, and we got good oil pressure. Radio. Radio does work on this one. AC. It is cutting on and blowing really hard, and it's cold now. There's an electric fan switch here at the bottom of the dash. You also need to cut on when you're running your AC, or just anytime you think that you need to cut it on over 190. That's what I would pay attention to. Wipers do work. Turn signals. I see it. It's right there. It's really small. Let's zoom in. Try the other side. Both sides are flashing. All right. Well, I guess it's about time. What about the horn? Doesn't work there. There is a button here. Does work. All right, guys, let's hit the road and see how this one runs and drives. Before we take off, let's find our seat belts. Good deal. Got our bag in the back there. Now, this is the first time that I've driven this ride here, so we're going to check everything out. There's reverse for us. Just making sure. It's got a short click on the shifter there. Column was squeaking for a second. Did you hear it? Needs some grease back there. The metal's contacting the other metal, causing the squeak. Vent window's a little loose on this one. And I got the AC off for now so you can hear the car. Shifter feels good. Vent window said, nope, we're closing. Thing feels like it's got plenty of power. Interstate, definitely cruise down the interstate with no problems. Pretty straight on the steering, a little bit slack in the steering though. There to there, so you just got a little bit. It's not bad. Brakes. Give her a little juice. Real tall gears, so it's not geared low, which I kind of like. You get that highway cruising. Definitely picking up on the front end when you get into it. Plenty of power. Speedo's not working. Oh wait, it is. There's two speedos on this one. The new gauge on the right here, and it is working. The one on the left is not. But you don't need two speedos anyways. Probably need something to grease this steering column sticking. Or it's not sticking, it's screeching. Be cool if we could pull this plate back just a little to separate them. Well, engine temperature's doing great. I got my electric fan on, I'm gonna cut it off. And let's get some gas because that thing was showing E. I will be back. Already getting people pulling into the gas station asking about the car. This thing stands out. Now you got to slow pump it, otherwise it'll spill out all over the ground, meaning you can't even put it on the first notch there. It must have an air vent blocked or something on the back, but I got $20 in. 5.5 gallons pretty much. Gas is actually cheaper all over town. I need to quit coming here, I guess. It's just gonna mess up my route. You know how I go in the big circle. I paid $2.96 a gallon last night for a premium 93. Okay, looking at our gauges. Starts up well. Gas gauge is working. Cruising on up. Well, now I'm not gonna run out. Well, let's keep doing this video and see what else we can find. Good deal. Great engine temperature at what, 180? Oil pressure's above 40 at idle. You rev it above 60. This car's doing great. Let's go ahead and head out of here. Good rip up the strip here. It's a great parking lot to try these cars out in. Hard getting over here though. It took me about 15 minutes to cross the street from the amount of traffic that was coming through. I don't know what was going on. It's a little bit thinner now, which is great, so I can pull out. There must have been a wreck or something. But I gotta watch out because it's dangerous over here. Get on past the danger zone. There's so many wrecks right there around that area. I try to get out of there as fast as I can. I think there's one like every other day, it feels like. I'll be making a video and I can't go this way or something, or I'll have to pause and wait for the wreck to clear out. Just don't know why. They probably should do something about that intersection though. Kind of checking out the interior while we're sitting here. Get her up in 5th gear for you so you can see it works. Bogging down, obviously that's a highway gear. Got plenty of top end on this car here. Well, we're getting ready to pull back into Maple Motors, guys. Please hit that share button, hit that like button. And picking out the flaws is coming up next. That's where we're going over the body, the paint, the interior. And the paint and body, I know it looks beautiful throughout the whole video, and it's like that in person. You got to stand back a little bit and you won't see some of the chips and cracks and stuff. I'm going to be pointing that out through at the end of the video and you'll see what I'm talking about. There's a lot of chips on this paint. It does have a great shine to it. So some of you probably won't ever paint it or mess with it at all. Others, if you're real picky, you're going to want to see the end of this video. But we're getting ready to skip over to that. It's still 180 on the engine temperature, still 40 on the oil pressure. But whenever we can cross the street, we'll pull in. You see what I mean about the traffic? It's crazy. Still lighter than it was earlier. Good deal. All right, I'll be back. Okay, yeah, everything's been good the whole video. It's actually stayed nice and cool. It was at 190, so you got to switch for your electric fan. I always kind of leave it on a little bit and then cut it off later. You don't have to. I figured might as well for this video since I'm going to be around the car anyways. Well, let's go ahead and get started here. I opened the trunk. We'll go check it out first. The seals around the trunk are in good shape. Somebody did fiberglass the whole lower pan of this trunk, it looks like. That's one way to do it. And then your package tray. I got a new piece of metal here on the edge. The speaker's kind of falling there, ain't it? Looking around the lid, a little bit of rust popping up in the corner there. Trunk lid looks decent coming down with it. Spot there, chip. Rear bumper looks pretty good. Little scuffs. Chips. Pitting on the tail light. Chip there. Spots below the gas tank or gas cap. Chips are on the gas cap itself. Trunk lid. The paint on this one is not great. It looks good from standing back, but when you get really close, you can see the orange peel, the light scratches, the chips. It still gets a lot of attention because it's got a nice shine to it. Like I say, you just step back a little bit, this car looks great. When you get really close to it, you do got a lot of chips and stuff that you gotta worry about, or I mean, just see if you're picky. Hazy mark on the side, highs and lows. I mean, a buff job would probably help, but it can't get rid of chips. Light scratches at the bottom here on the trim. The doors look pretty good. They're not all rusty. Spot there on the fender. Bubbles in the front. Paint bubbles up top there. A lot of chips. A lot of imperfections. Kind of see it if I use the sun. Back window looks decent. Trim around, it's got some dings. And you got some silicone around there. I guess it was leaking. Bubbles in the paint there. Front window looks great. Trim looks decent. I can cut these fans off now. Or the one fan. But yeah, the fan switch is just right here. It would have probably been fine without it, but I know when you cut a motor off, the temperature will rise a little bit. It always does that. Little blemishes on the top of the fender. This being a small block, I'm not too worried. If it was a big block, I'd be like, it might get hot. Especially on a hot day like today. Chips. Back this section. Little rust popping up on the edge there. Tires still got nipples all over. Looking over. A lot of road grime. Chemical peel popping up the bottom. Back your midsection. Getting like scratches on the side. Whole bunch of chemical peel here. This is where they did bad prep on the paint and it got a little oil or something under it. It's causing it to bubble. Chips on the edge of the door. Touch up marks. chip on top of the fender. Crack the pillar. Bubbles in the jams. Little dings here in the front. Silicone around them seals in the back window. Or not seals, but the trim. It's close to the seal. A lot of people do that. I mean, I'd just pop the trim up and seal it under that and then put the trim back, but I don't. People don't want to pop that trim up because it is difficult to get back on. It's worth the time. It'd definitely look better if you put it underneath it. Vent window, you got some cracks. Alright, we made it around the outside of this one. Let's go ahead and check the interior and then we'll listen to the motor and we'll shut the hood, see what it looks like. I don't know if we actually hit the front bumper, did we? We need to. The grill on this one, never looked at. We started in the back. The grill looks alright. Front bumper looks good too. Now let's check out the interior. Little dirt on this white interior. Should clean up, honestly. A little pitting on the chrome. Back seat actually looks pretty good. Headliner could use a little bit of tightening, but it's overall in good shape. A little wear there. Wrinkled. Cracks up there. Light pitting. Put the fan on. You don't have to run that fan the whole time. I like to. Just guarantees it stays cool. Because I mean, look at this radiator. It's hefty. Good radiator. You also still have the factory fan with a fan shroud. That's going to keep it cool. And on top of that, you got this fan sucking in and blowing. You're good. Go down with his hood. little bit flat, a lot of cracks, a lot of paint imperfections on the hood itself. Well, we made it around this ride, guys. If you haven't already, please share, hit that like button, leave a comment, and hit subscribe. I do appreciate that. That helps me out in the long run as well. You can also check out maplemotors.com if you want to have more information on our lot and all the cars there. Appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next video.